Yeah, let's go.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm not gonna lie, I must have done this intro about 100 times now. I forgot to make a video recording of the intro, so here I am trying to do a voiceover. I forgot to mention as to why we are rebuilding the transmission for the 51 Packard. Initially, when we got the car, it was a little slow to take off, but we kind of just thought it was maybe just old car things. We've never had a classic, but over time it would take more and more to get the car to take off, so Kels would have to basically floor it, which flooring it in that car is not like what you think of nowadays, where the car just revs up and it's more of it kind of, but really it took more to get it going, and eventually it kind of just stopped wanting to take off. So I decided to pull the transmission because it's an older car, and how hard of a rebuild could it be? And I found one issue, and it really wasn't that difficult to pull apart. The hardest part was getting parts for this thing. Anyways, let's get back to the video where I don't have to talk into the microphone, and I will show you what we found wrong. Back in the garage, I kind of started a time lapse and forgot to do the intro, but I got back to working on the Packard transmission. Started digging into it. I did finally get to a point in finding something wrong with it, and the clutch discs are shot. Everything else that I've seen so far has looked fairly good. Leads us to think that it's just the clutch discs, and hopefully that fixes all the issues. So here's what it looks like. Okay, clutch discs. I started pulling them out. The first couple came out smooth and easy, but when I got to the bottom, I started having to pry the main discs out. So anyways, this is from the inside out. This one looks okay. This is what a normal clutch disc looks like. It's got some friction material in here. And then this bad boy, that's not me holding it crooked, it's completely warped. So that goes down. Next, friction plate, I think that's what they're called. No friction material at all. So, and then same thing, this one is warped, and it's got really bad grooving in it. Then this next plate, completely shot. It's just worn completely down, and it's got a bunch of metal grooves in it. Next thing, same thing, grooved out, really bad. And same thing. So one out of 5 friction plates has friction material on it. So obviously that's terrible. And then once I got those out, I guess there's 2 springs that sit in some little divots in here. I don't know if you can see that, but okay, there's a little spring here that looks okay. This guy, it was smashed, completely smashed in the bottom. So now I can't put this thing back together because I don't have these springs. I was hoping today that I could put it back into the car and kind of get her car back together, because she's been waiting so patiently for me to get it up and going for her. But this is what everything looks like. Got this is a tail shaft. Basically this goes to the drive shaft to your rear end, goes in the back end of the trans. Obviously There's basically just a casing left. This is the bell housing. I guess it has this oil pump assembly on it. We're hoping that it's okay too. Then he's got these bands, forward and reverse bands. I mean, I don't know anything about transmissions, but here's the new clutches. I've got them soaking in ATF. You want to pre-soak them so they don't go in dry. But yeah, so here's the clutch assembly and I guess this is the input shaft, and then this is the valve body. And some planetary gear set. I'm not pulling this apart because last thing I want is to not put that guy together. I mean, that looks confusing. Then eventually we can hear this thing fire back up. Right before we pulled it apart, we cut the old muffler off, and Kels just loved the sound of the inline 8. Oh, it's also a flathead inline 8. I don't know if nobody knows about that, because I don't, but it's cool looking. So just
Hey Kenny.
Hey buddy.
Who made this coffee?
I did.
You made this coffee?
Yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, now I got to do a beep. I don't even know how to beep.
Oh. Who made this coffee? All right.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Our access window. That's how my wife feeds me and gives me drinks sometimes when I'm in here for too long. So yeah, for you it'll be within a couple of seconds. For me, I gotta order some parts. I don't know how long it's gonna take to get here. So okay, so it's a new day. I'm not gonna lie, it took me some time to finish this video. Hopefully I finish it. I get it knocked out. I had originally started putting the clutches back together and the transmission, and then we paused for a while because I thought I was gonna pull apart the torque converter to see if there's anything wrong inside and if I needed to order some parts. Long story short, got busy, so I haven't touched it since. So right now I am going to take the torque converter. I'm going to open her up and see if there's anything wrong inside, and if there's not, then transmission will go back together today, and then we're going to try and get Kelsey's car back together so that hopefully we can take it next weekend. She's been dying to hear it and drive it, and so that'll be a huge thing, and she'd be super pumped if she can just drive it again, you know. Super cool. I don't know how well you can see this. The heads of the bolts are drilled out. I don't know, maybe they were trying to save some weight somehow. I heard this is like an old race car trick. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I don't know what any of this. It's very odd. I see some stuff here, but what is that? Does this thing have clutches or what? Guess I gotta look at the manual. Let me go set this down. Okay. So it looks like a clutch. Alright, new gasket. And the cover.
tell the kids out there what you did wrong?
I don't know, something's shorting out. So we had to unplug the battery. Dad smelt it. I didn't smell it until I got to over here.
Lucky it was a dead battery.
Yeah, luckily. It's kind of bubbling, the battery.
They charged you a cord charge.
Huh?
They charged you a cord charge.
They did, but... Oh no, this is the old one.
I know.
I'll put the new one. Alright, so we got it in. What a pain. The jack slipped at one point, so we were trying to tilt it. And the bolt backed out for the handle. So all of a sudden the whole thing just goes poof. Probably saw that in time lapse. So my dad's getting a special tool he's got to be able to grab the flywheel and turn it so that we can put in the torque converter bolts. Alright. Everybody's coming and join us.
Moment of truth.
Well, give us some, pump the gas and...
Wait, time out. Where's Mom?
Oh, close the door, Paul.
Race her off the ground, was there? That's okay. I mean, I'll run away from you. That's me. Now you can't go anywhere.
There you go. Alright, do it to it. Not too much there. Just crank it over.
What? Oh, so my hand get tired?
Yeah.
I can't even see if there's any fuel going in there.
Can you tell us what happened the first try?
Well, my darling husband must have forgotten the gas.
What's the gas gauge say? Does it have show anything on the gas gauge?
Gas gauge is showing empty. I can't remember last time I drove it whether or not it worked.
Lesson number 3 today, sir?
What? No, it's just number 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lesson though.
That was step 2 of step 1.
That was something else.
Okay, lesson number 2 for today, sir, for the kids at home.
Don't use water bottles for gas.
You can drink that.
Okay, let's do lesson number 3 then.
This is lesson number 3.
Go for it!
Go ahead, babe.
Not getting fuel up there yet.
Almost. It wouldn't kill it. Probably would have had it.
I've heard it.
Sounds good. Nope.
Easy, just let it do its thing.
I didn't do anything.
You give it some gas.
Push it. Push it.
The bell.
Sounds awesome though.
It does.
Yeah, let's go.
Do we have a question? What? No, what the hell is this? Up here. That's what the keys there. Transmission. Very excited.
filling the bowl, so.
Pump it a few times.
Wire over there.
Yeah, so, yeah.
It's got a cam.
That's a natural oldie load.
Pumping oil out my creek. See it? Look at me where on the side where the oil's coming from. Hell yeah! Load it up a little bit. A little loaded up.
Yeah, I hear that.
Come on, that work? Yeah. God, we're getting all that out.
Oh shit. All right, we're defeated. Kinda. We got the car running. It took a minute to try and figure out how to get the fuel to the carburetor, and we were priming, and so I was like, yeah, I was kind of think it works, so let me try forcing air into the gas tank. And so I stuck my hand on the gas cap, made a little seal, blew air in there with the air chuck, and my dad yells at me, is like, oh, we're good. And I go to pull my hand off the gas tank, and all of a sudden the fuel just goes and just gets everywhere. So all over my arm, all over me, made a whole mess. So we got that all cleaned up. But once we got it cleaned up and put back together, the car started right up and started running just fine. So that's good. Just need to throw a fuel filter on it because it was stupid filthy. But now this is the list. It's not a whole lot, but we still gotta pull the trans again because I think it's leaking out of the torque converter seal, possibly the bell housing seal, but I don't think that part's likely. It's most likely the torque converter seal. So do that again, and then try and change everything else out, like the kingpin assembly for the front end. Don't ask me how it works. I don't know. Look it up. Google will tell you. And then I've got a few leaks I've got to take care of. There's the front main. I'll probably just go ahead and change the rear main seal, and then the rear pinion seal. Like I was working on earlier, I gotta get a seal for that. That should be, for the most part, the majority of the stuff that would keep this from being roadworthy. Didn't get to try the trans obviously, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I hope it works. Once I get the whole leaking thing figured out, should be good to go. Anyways, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one.